Welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. My name is Kelly and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from South Central Missouri. And if you've been to my channel before, thanks for stopping back by. If you've never been here before and just happened on in, make yourself comfortable. I'm going to try and do this video in about 30 minutes or less. And Mondays we do Make It, Mail It Monday, and that is to give you ideas for cards that you can put into the mail. Because, you know, we make cards all the time, but do we ever put them in the post office? I try, I really do. Keeping in mind postage is going to go up again in July. We'll be paying, after about July 7th, I think it is, we'll be paying 60 cents for a first class envelope. There you go. So, but hard copy mail, not an email, not a post on Facebook, something that actually comes in their mailbox besides junk mail and bills, makes people smile. So we're going to do Make It, Mail It Mondays. Today we're going to be working with the Change is Beautiful Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now the Paper Pumpkin Kit is a monthly subscription. Everything you need is in this box to make all the cards or projects that they have set aside for the box. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below so that you can subscribe. This is great with summer coming up because you can tuck it back and take it on vacation, take it on summer camping trip at the lake, have it for rainy day activities when the kids are driving you crazy. This gives them something to do, and it's all inclusive. You don't need anything except, and I would recommend, a package of baby wipes. Yeah, I'm holding it up in front of me like you can see it. A package of baby wipes to clean your stamps when you're done. You get the ink pad, you get the stamps, you get all the die cuts, the adhesives, whatever those projects call for are all done for you. Even the embellishments, die cuts are all pre-done. You don't have to cut anything unless there's twine or ribbon involved, and then in which case you might want a pair of scissors handy for that. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this Celebrating in Color in just a minute. I'll try not to forget. If I lay it over here at the corner of my eye, I might remember. But this one we have a stamp set. And let me see if I have a piece of cardstock here. We have a butterfly. Every day is a new day. We have a side scope of a butterfly. Looks like a rain of hearts. I believe in you. May this new season hold wonderful new experiences. I am so proud of who you have become. Beautiful things take time. And a caterpillar. This is the first time I've seen us have a caterpillar in these things. So I'm really tickled to have a caterpillar. Our color this time is Melon Mambo. Now, I'm not going to crack this one open because I have Melon Mambo over here in my stash that's already open, so I will leave that one closed. And then everything else that you need comes packaged in that cellophane wrap, just like that. Now, this is where, yes, maybe a pair of scissors might come in handy to get your plastic open. Where's my snips? We're going to just run this over here and see what they have given us to play with. This includes the cards and the envelopes, an instruction sheet, and you'll see on social media, you'll see a lot of people that they'll do one or two of the cards, and then everything else they take and do something else with it. I like to do pocket page scrapbooking with mine. But we have three different styles. We have the chrysalis on here. Then we have a card that has where we can put the caterpillar, the butterflies, more flowers on a trifold card, the moon and stars. So let's see what we have here. There's our card fronts. And I think we're going to have to pop those out. We'll see what we're doing here. So we have three of those. We have our die cuts, which includes our butterflies and our additional flowers, the banners for stamping the sentiments on, the caterpillar, And there are enough to make all the cards in the envelope. So there's those. Here's the tri-fold card. So we have this one. It's a fun fold, and there's 3 of those. And then there's 3 of these for putting the caterpillar on the leaf, as I showed in the picture. And that's something else. You don't have to follow their directions. It's pretty self-explanatory. All you have to do is look at the pictures. I like pictures. So we have these 3 envelopes that are pre-lined. We have 3 of these envelopes with the pink lining. And we have 3 of these with the yellow and stars in the background. We have dimensionals and we have dewdrops. So let's open these so they'll be ready when we need them. I just put lotion on my hand, so trying to get a hold of that and get it to pop that seal was fun. Okay, so we have those. Okay, so, oh, that's the wrong one. So for this one, let's start with this one. We have our cocoon, so that is this one here. And it folds like this. And I'm going to use my, well, I was going to use my bone folder. There it is. To crease this down a little bit. You can use a pair of scissors. You can use your thumbnail. Whatever you want to do. And it shows the caterpillar on the outside. So we're going to pop one of the caterpillars out. And it looks like he's dimensionalized, since this is the only adhesive they gave us. So I'm going to use my, well, all you got to do is just kind of bend these a little bit, and you can get to them and pop them up. And I'm going to put 2 on here. Just like that. Peel that off. And you know, a solo cup makes a perfect little trash can for on your work surface. And then we just have him punched up there. Now I didn't get him on there quite right, but that's okay, he'll work. Okay, and then it shows us that the butterfly is on this side. So let's get one of our butterflies. He gets dimensionals. So we'll bend those up, put one on each of the wings at the top. I tell you, these couldn't be easier to do, and it's great for the kids. Thank you notes for their teacher with the coming of the year, ending of the year. Vacation Bible school instructors, their minister, their Sunday school teacher, and then that's positioned right there. And then in here, they stamped directly on this cloud, and it says, I am so very proud. I am proud of the person you have become. And you know, I think I may have to send this to my granddaughter. What are we using? Melon Mambo. So here's my inks, and this is how I store my spots. There's my Melon Mambo. Now, with your first paper pumpkin, you will get an acrylic block, and then you'll want to save it because this is the one that you will use. All the stamps that they do all fit on that block. It's the only stamp block you'll ever need. I think I'm going to use, well, wait a minute. I'll send this to my granddaughter. So I'm going to put this on my block, and then I'm going to come in with my Melon Mambo ink and stamp right over top of that. Now, sometimes these are brand new, so it's a good idea to stamp them off on something else first and just kind of make sure that they're going to stamp clear, and then come back and do a second inking. Kind of get the newness off the stamp. And then we're going to come and see with the acrylic block, you can see right where you're placing this. So I'm going to stick it to over here to the side as much as I can. I'm so proud of who you've become. There we go. And the envelopes they are using for this one is the pink polka dot, which is really odd because my oldest granddaughter is not a pink person, and that is that easy. Now, if you want to add something else, let me strip that stamp off of here. And let's put our butterfly on here. And you can decorate the outside of your envelope just like this. Stamp it again. Like that. And like that. I may have to send this one to my youngest granddaughter. And I'm really proud of who she's become too. So there is our envelope and our card. Card 1. Okay, so let's slip this one aside. Okay, and let's do one of the other ones. Okay. And I will come back and clean these stamps when I'm all done with them. Okay, next we have this one here that goes in the gold envelope, and that is this one right here. And the only thing that it has over here, we're putting one of these. Now this is something tricky. We're going to use this one, and we're going to use this one, and we're going to use all 3 of these yellow ones, the little ones. So we're going to pull all 3 of those out, and they just punch right out. Nothing difficult. Okay, now, lost my dimensionals. Here we go. And I'm going to scoot these off so I can see them. We're going to, oh, those are really tiny. What did I do with my big one? There it is. We're going to tuck this larger of the yellow ones, and they've got it sitting at about here. Okay, but we don't want this one to crunch that one, so we're going to raise this one up on 2 on this side. Let's try it and see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. One will do. I thought it might need a little extra bump, but it doesn't. We're good. Okay. So we'll peel our paper backings off. And we're going to set that one right there. Okay. Now, this is where I would recommend to have our Tombow exclusive, because these dots, well, wait a minute, we can cut these. We're going to have our scissors anyway. So let's do this. See down here on this side where you pop those apart? We're going to cut a couple of those little zigzags out. Just like that. We're just going to cut the zigzags, because those zigzags are the perfect size for going on the back of those tiny flowers, and then you can position them to layer up with the flowers that are down there. Just like that. It has been a day. I'm recording this on Sunday evening. I finally felt up to actually cleaning the house. And I got to tell you, that hasn't happened in a while. Not since the flu or the incidences. I've done just what I absolutely had to do around here, and it has driven me nuts to not have my house cleaned. So I worked really hard today getting the bathroom and the laundry room clean. Okay, now, on this side, we're going to use this little piece right here, this little banner tab, and this is what we're going to stamp another sentiment on. And let's do, every day's a new day won't fit on there. I believe in you is pushing it. Let's do the beautiful things take time. Let's do that one, because I know it'll fit. And really, that's the one I should have used with the caterpillar and the butterfly. Look at my picture. Okay, they have it pretty well centered on here. just like that. Okay. Okay, now this one, take a couple of dimensionals. I thought I had glue dots on here, but I guess I don't. They usually give me glue dots too. I guess the dimensionals is all they think we need, so that's what we're going to use. I put 2 of them on there. I love these little iridescent stone gems that they gave us. Okay, now this goes over here to the side of this. Just like that, and I think that's another one that needs to crease. So we have this one folds in, crease on that fold, and then you have that one, and it goes with this envelope. Okay, there's that one. Okay, and we'll come back and look at all 3 of these when we're done. And now we have one more left to do, and that is this one. Now this one, and I still haven't figured out where they put those gems. We'll have to go back and, oh, I see where they put those gems. I see where they put those. They put them at the base of the plants. Now I'm going to use our take your pick tool. You could use a pair of scissors, you could use a toothpick, and they've just put a collection of these at the base of the plants. I think these are adorable. I want more of these. I may have to get a refill kit on these cards just so I can get the gemstones. Just so I can get the gemstones. And oftentimes they do offer us the opportunity to buy refill kits. And if they do, I will make sure to let you know when those go available. So there we go. Now we have those gemstones at the base of the flowers. Okay, so there's that one. Okay. 2 down, 1 to go. We're not doing too bad. It's only 17 minutes. Okay, now we can go back to this one. And this one, when you fold it in, you'll see there's a sun down here in the bottom. So first off, we're going to go through and we're going to punch out all those little stars that they have die cut into this. And this is where that take your pick tool would come in really handy, or again, a toothpick. And you can see which ones are die cut and which ones are printed on there. I'm going to have to use at least one of these in my book of shadows, I can tell. Okay, and then we're popping the moon out. Got some more stars up here to take out. More stars. Okay, I think I have them all. And then we're going to fold this, and when we fold it, we're going to crease it really good. Because now you have white shining stars and you have your yellow moon on the inside. Isn't that clever? Now in that punch out, we had an extra star, and we had 2 cloud shapes, and we're going to punch those out. And see, one sheet has done one of all 3 cards, just like that. So we're going to put a dimensional on the back of that star, but I think we're going to make it a small one again. That's a pretty... You could use a little dab of glue, or you could use glue dots for this, and that would work fine. Put a little dimensional on the back, and that becomes our shooting star. And I'm going to trim that just a little bit. And there's our shooting star right there. Okay. Now our cloud does the same thing. We use a couple of our dimensionals on the back. And all I'm doing, I mean, I could open this up and I could look at all the directions telling me what to do, but the picture works just great. And I lost my cloud that had the dimensionals on it. There's one cloud, but where'd my other one go? There he is. He's stuck to my paper. Got him. Okay, so this one is set to go down here, right at the base of our moon. And then we have this other cloud that we'll put a couple more dimensionals on. And now that we have the basics of this, now we'll go back and look at the directions and see what we missed. Because there was more stamping done, I noticed as I flipped that open. And then this cloud is going to go right over here, just like the moon is passing behind the clouds. Down here, they have stamped every day is a new day. This one. All right? Yep, this one. So we'll put it on there. Hit it with the Melon Mambo. And if you have other ink colors, you could change this up to do whatever you want. Don't have to do it the way they tell you. Every day is a new day. And then we have that one. Now, let's see what we missed. Let's look at the directions and see what we missed. Okay, by looking at this, we knew that we needed, okay, they stamped I believe in you. We have, okay, let's go back to that one. Because they added a whole bunch of stamping to that one. Oh, I see what they did. They stamped on the back. I believe in you. And see, I'm not even putting it on there square. I'll square it up when I stamp. On the back of this one, they put, I believe in you. And then they came in with these little hearts. And this would be another great thing to decorate the outside of your envelope with. They came in with a line of hearts. They're kind of hearts and flowers. So while we've got that and we don't have anything in the envelope, let's run a trail of these. And I'm going to stamp in the center first, or as close to the center as I can get. And then I'll come back. I'm so glad they put the ink spots in the paper pumpkin because I just love the spots. They are my favorite ink to stamp with. I don't like the big pads. They're hard for my small hands to manipulate. Excuse me, hard for my little hands to manipulate. But I can do these little spots. Just like that. And we've decorated the envelope too. Okay. So there's that one. If I knew where I'd put my stamps on this desk, that would be nice. Okay, so we have this card that goes like this. And then you have to hope they look over and read the back. I've never quite understood the stamping on the back of the card, but Stampin' Up! Has done that on several of them. So let's see what we missed with the butterfly card. Let's see. With this one, we got that one all right. Oh, that's the other thing they did with this one. They stamped on the back yet again. With, may this new season hold wonderful new experiences. It's a great one for a spring card, isn't it? Okay. And I'm looking here. Oh, that's where the other butterfly comes in. Remember that little sideways butterfly? That's where he comes in. By the time you have made your cards, you will have used all of the stamps at least once. Whoops, I guess I have to turn it over. There we go. Okay. And I haven't missed anything on the moon card. Woohoo! So there are all 3 of our cards. Get our mess out of the way. We have our one with the caterpillar and the butterfly. And you know, if you have a Wink of Stella, this would be great to dust that cocoon with. And on those butterfly wings, just to give them a little sparkle. Okay. So that's card number 1. Card number 2 was our Beautiful Things Take Time. And again, I'm going to come in with the Wink of Stella. The Wink of Stella is one of my favorite additions. It's really simple to add a little bit of sparkle, and you can't see it on camera, but when you get it in the light in real person, it's really pretty. So we have that one. And then we have, whoops, where did our moon card go? There it is. We have our moon card, again, Wink of Stella on that shooting star. And maybe even dust this so that it would show through on the moon. And that is our 3rd card. So that is it for Paper Pumpkin this week. Make It, Mail It Monday. And now I have 3 completed cards that took us about 20 minutes to do. And I have 3 cards that I can send to people right off the bat. Not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe I'll come back and we'll play with the pocket scrapbooking with this one. Maybe. In the meantime, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And Paper Pumpkin info is in the description box below. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Creative blessings.